drink still on the shelf, cooled down by the sink. I reach for it by habit, and I remember to think there's a dent in the table from when you set down your keys. I trace it with my finger like it might answer me. I tried to fold the days into something I could hold, but every little corner keeps your shadow in the cold. Memories fade, but the feeling stays, etched in bone, etched in bone. Memories fade, but the feeling stays. I let you go, I let you go. Now the hallway feels wider with one coat on the hook, and the old rain boots by the door still waiting where you stood. I used to fight the silence, now I let it breathe. It doesn't hurt as loudly, but it never quite leaves. Some nights I still reach out for the shape of what was ours. Then I hear my own heartbeat, and it brings me back from far. Memories fade, but the feeling stays, etched in bone, etched in bone. Memories fade, but the feeling stays. I let you go, I let you go. Maybe love is like a mark that the water can't erase, not a wound I have to hide, just a line I learned to trace. So I open all the windows, let the morning in again, and I don't call it over, I call it how it ends. Memories fade, but the feeling stays, etched in bone, etched in bone. Memories fade, but the feeling stays. I let you go, I let you go. Memories fade, but the feeling stays. Etched in bone. I kept the door unlatched for a light that never came, held my breath for footsteps that only knew my name. I smiled for broken promises like they might learn to stay, but hope turned thin in my hands and slipped away. I wore my good face like a borrowed coat, told myself tomorrow was a rope. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. I don't have to carry it home. I fed the empty promise like a bird with shaking hands, watched it peck through morning and leave me where I stand. Every bright excuse I kept when cold before it bloomed. Now the silence in this room is the truest tune. I was so busy trying not to fall. I didn't see the cracks in the wall. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. I don't have to carry it home. Let it be unfinished, let it be a scar. Let the hurt I couldn't name be what it was. I was waiting for rescue in a field of cut down grass. Now I open both my hands and let it exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. I don't have to carry it home. I don't have to carry it home. Your coat still hangs on the chair like a shape I almost know. The room keeps your outline and lets it go. I fold up the day in my hands, it still smells like rain. I tried to name the distance, but it only named me. Every quiet corner turns you into memory. Sometimes love survives best as a quiet ghost in the dark. you spark. The window holds my reflection, two eyes and a little ache. I learn your face in fragments, I learn how breaks can ache. Now every clear horizon looks softer when it's gone. If I reach through shadows. If I call you fade, what once was a wildfire now a pale gold haze. Sometimes love survives best as a quiet ghost in a dark. Sometimes love survives best as a quiet ghost in a dark. You don't leave, you just drift, and I let you spark. Maybe this is mercy, maybe this is loss, a soft unfinished ending that I carry across. If you are only echo, then echo by my side. If you are only fading, stay a while tonight. Sometimes love survives best as a quiet ghost in the dark. Sometimes love survives best as a quiet ghost in the dark. You don't leave, you just drift, and I let you spark. I kept your cup by the sink, like you might come back in from rain. The blue scarf still on my chair, fading your shade in the frame. I learned your habits by heart, even the way you said stay. I loved you in quiet rooms, you loved me a different way. So I stood by the door with my hand on the lock, hoping your almost could turn into a lot. But you were already half a world away, and I was just learning how to break that chain. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, I held you soft, you were gone. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, I breathe you out and move on. Your name on my phone still glows. ocean keeps your silence in the dent where your place should be. I fed this ache for too long till it started feeding me. So I stood by the door with my hand on the lock, hoping your almost could turn into a lot. But you were already half a world away, and I was just learning how to break that chain. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, I held you soft, you were gone. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, I breathe you out and move on. I don't hate the truth now, I just hate what it cost. All the little forever, all the tender I lost. So I closed both my hands, let the hurt fall through. What I couldn't keep was never mine to do. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, I held you soft, you were gone. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, I breathe you out and move You left your coat by the door, still smells like rain and goodbye. I stood there counting the cracks in the wood, and in my mind the kettle clicked in the dark. I watched the window turn gold. Something in me stayed awake, even when the house felt cold. I know the ache, I know the weight, but I can feel a shift in the shade. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer song to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Softer heart. I found your note in a book, folded small between the lines. It said, don't let the heavy days steal the rest of your light. So I opened up all the blinds, let the morning flood the floor. Saw my shadow learn to stand like it hadn't before. I know the bruise, I know the bend, but even bent can bloom again. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer song to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, to the corner store with my hands around my sleeves. Bought a pear and a paper cup and a promise I could keep. Not a grand and perfect plan, just one step and then another. One small yes in the air, one more reason to recover. I know the night can feel so long, but dawn keeps coming, quiet and strong. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer song to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Softer song, softer heart. If I tremble, let me tremble. If I break, let me mend. I have lived through the ending, now I'm learning to begin. And the river keeps on moving, even under a winter stone. So I will keep on breathing till my own spring comes home. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer song to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Tomorrow is a blank page, and I am not afraid to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Softer song, softer heart, softer heart. I kept the door unlatched for a light that never came. Held my breath for footsteps that only knew my name. I smiled for broken promises, like they might learn to stay. But hope turned thin in my hands and slipped away. I wore my good face like a borrowed coat, told myself tomorrow was a road. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. I don't have to carry it home. I fed the empty promise like a bird with shaking head. watched it peg through morning and leave me where I stand. Every bright excuse I kept when cold before it blew. Now the silence in this room is the truest tune. I was so busy trying not to fall, cracks in the wall. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. I don't have to carry it home. Let it be unfinished, let it be a scar. Let the hurt I couldn't name be what it was. I was waiting for a rescue in a field of cut down grass. Now I open both my hands and let it pass. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. Exhaustion feels like finally laying down a heavy stone. I don't have to carry it home. I don't have to carry it home. Midnight in the sink, cold cup by the bed. I read your last words, then I read them again. The fan turns slow, like it's thinking too, and every small sound brings me back to you. I count the dark, 1, 2, 3, trying to stop the part of me that still reaches out for your hand in the air. Then I look up and you aren't there. Silence is louder when you're not here to fill the room. Silence is louder when I'm alone with your perfume. I hear your name in the walls, hear it fall. Silence is louder. Silence is louder. Your hoodie on the chair still holds your shade. My phone face down, like it knows my ache. I trace the seam on the sleeve you wore, and wonder if you feel this too, somewhere more. I count the dark, 1, 2, 3, trying to stop the part of me that still reaches out keep it in my sight. But the clock just taps and the space stays wide. I miss you most in the quiet side. Silence is louder when you're not here to fill the room. Silence is louder when I'm alone with your perfume. I hear your name in the walls, I hear it fall. Silence is louder. Silence is louder. Midnight in the sink, cold cup by the bed, and the room keeps saying what you left unsaid.
You left your blue mug by the sink again, dust on the rim like a week gone thin. Your key on the hook still swings a little. I pass by slow and the house stays still. I touch the frame of that old back door, hear us laughing like before. The air gets full of what we were, and I almost call your name in the blur. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. I keep the fold, I keep the bend. Some chapters end to breathe again. That summer road with the cracked tape deck, your bare feet up on the dashboard edge, the berries stand in your stained denim sleeve. We swore right there nothing could leave. Now the screen door moans when the wind rolls in. I stand in the hall where the light gets thin. I keep the jars with the labels worn, the little things that outlive the storm. And every box in the spare room still holds a pulse of me and you. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. Some chapters end, some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. I keep the fold, I keep the bend. Some chapters end, some chapters end to breathe again. If I miss you, I miss the part that never knew how to let go hard. So I stand here with my open hands. Not all goodbye is where love ends. Soft as rain, soft as rain. What we were won't stay the same. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. I let it go, I let it mend. Some chapters end, to breathe again.
Dust in the quiet corners of the room, sifting through the shadows in the afternoon. I found a note you wrote on yellow paper, a tiny spark before the embers taper. The world goes spinning on without a sound, my heavy footsteps tracing hollow ground. I learned to breathe inside this empty space and find a strange comfort in your place. Memories fade, but the feeling stays etched in bone, like an old song echoing when I'm alone. Through the dark, through the cold, through the endless night, a quiet spark I saw, enduring light. Yes, the memories fade, but the feeling stays etched in bone. I used to reach for you when I would wait, counting every single promise that we'd break. But now the anger softens into grace. I smile when I picture your familiar face. It's not a tragedy, it's just the tide washing away the things we used to hide. A gentle healing in the silent air, accepting that you are no longer there. Memories fade, but the feeling stays etched in bone, like an old song echoing when I'm alone. Through the dark, through the cold, through the endless night, a quiet spark, a soft, enduring light. Yes, the memories fade, but the feeling stays etched in bone. Time is a river, it carries the weight, softens the edges of sorrow and fate. We were a moment, a beautiful spark. Now I am walking in peace through the dark. I kept your cup by the sink, like you might come back in from rain. The blue scarf still on my chair, fading your shape in the frame. I learned your habits by heart, even the way you said stay. I loved you in quiet rooms, you loved me a different way. So I stood by the door with my hand on the lock, hoping your almost could turn into a lie. But you were already half a world away, and I was just learning how to break that chain. Your name on my phone still glows like a bruise under clean white cloth. I read and reread your lines, then fold them back in the dark. The kitchen keeps your silence in the den where your plate should be. I fed this ache for too long till it started feeding me. So I stood by the door with my hand on the lock, hoping your almost could turn into a lie. But you were already half a world away, and I was just learning how to break that chain. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, letting go. I held you soft, you were gone. Is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, letting go. I breathe you out and move on. I don't hate the truth now, I just hate what it cost. All the little forever, all the tender I lost. So I close both my hands, let the hurt fall through. What I couldn't keep was never mine to do. Letting go is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, letting go. I held you soft, you were gone. Is a quiet kind of grace when love is gone. Letting go, letting go. I breathe you out and move midnight in the sink, cold cup by the bed. I read your last words, then I read them again. The fan turned slow, like it's thinking too. And every small sound brings me back to you. I count the dark, 1, 2, 3, trying to stop the part of me that still reaches out for your hand in the air. Then I look up and you aren't there. Silence is louder when you're not here to fill the room. Silence is louder when I'm alone with your perfume. I hear your name in the walls. I hear it fall. Silence is louder. Silence is louder. Your hoodie on the chair still holds your shape. My phone face down like it knows my ache. I trace the seam on the sleeve you wore and wonder if you feel this too somewhere more. I count the dark, 1, 2, 3, trying to stop the part of me that still reaches out for your hand in the air. Then I look up and you aren't there. Silence is louder when you're not here to fill the room. Silence is louder when I'm alone with your perfume. I hear your name in the walls. I hear it fall. Silence is louder. Silence is louder. If I could full time, I'd hold that night, keep your smile warm, keep it in my sight. But the clock just taps and the space stays wide. I miss you most in the quiet stead. Silence is louder when you're not here to fill the room. Silence is louder when I'm alone with your perfume. I hear your name in the walls. I hear it fall. Silence is louder. Silence is louder. Midnight in the sink, cold cup by the bed, and the room keeps saying what you left unsaid.
I kept the photo inside my wallet, folded so small it barely fit. Your name got quiet but never vanished. It sat in my throat like a splintered wish. I asked the ceiling, I asked the sink, I asked the space where you used to think. No answer came back, just wooden air my own voice breaking there. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. Not every broken story gets to hold on and still come through. If it hurt us, it still was ours. If it faded, it still had stars. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. I still walk past that empty corner where you would laugh with your hands in flour. The cup is chipped, the chair still leans, small little ruins and ordinary scenes. I used to think time would explain it, but time just changed the shape of the pain. I asked the rain, I asked the train, I asked the dark to spell your name. It only answered with its own cold breath, and the floorboards creaked like they knew the rest. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. Not every broken story gets to hold on and still come through. If it hurt us, it still was ours. If it faded, it still had stars. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. And maybe the wound is not the ending. Maybe the scar's just a keeping. Maybe I loved you wrong and well. Maybe that is enough to tell. I don't need mercy from a neat goodbye. I only need the shape to survive. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. Not every broken story, I can let it stay and still stay too. If it hurt us, it still was ours. If it faded, it still had stars. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. I don't know why you left so quietly. I only know you were once mine, and that can be enough sometimes. I found your note in the drawer next to the spare room key. The edges all went soft from a year of holding me. Your trash, the cup still stained by the sink where you laughed. I keep walking past that door like I might get you back. I replay the last few steps every turn, every sign. How we kissed and then let go in the same small night. Now the air feels heavier when I say your name, like the whole house knows we were both to blame. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece, and I keep on pretending that the frame won't crack, that the pain won't fade. We wrote a masterpiece, then let it go to waste. Your sweater on the chair still keeps your shape somehow. I reach for it by habit, then I pull my hand back down. I learned your silence well, the way it filled the hall. Even the clock in the kitchen seemed to know it all. I replay the last few steps, every turn, every sign. How we kissed and then let go in the same small night. Now the air feels heavier when I say your name, like the whole house knows we were both to blame. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece, and I keep on pretending that the frame won't crack, that the pain won't fade. We wrote a masterpiece, but let it go to waste. If I had one clean word, I'd place it in your hand. Not for the way we broke, just for how we began. The porch lights dimming out, the rain taps slow and thin. I still hear you laugh at the start of everything. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece, and I keep on pretending that the frame won't crack, that the pain won't fade. We wrote a masterpiece, then let it go to waste. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece, I still mean every line. You left your blue mug by the sink again, dust on the rim like a week gone thin. Your key on the hook still swings a little. I pass by slow and the house stays still. I touch the frame of that old back door. You're just laughing like before. The air gets full of what we were, and I almost call your name in the blur. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. Some That summer road with a cracked tape deck, your bare feet up on the dashboard edge. The berries stand and your stained denim sleeve. We swore right there nothing could leave. Now the screen door moans when the wind rolls in. I stand in the hall where the light gets thin. I keep the jars with the labels worn, the little things that outlive the storm. And every box in the spare room still holds a pulse of me and you. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. I keep the fold, I keep the bend. Some chapters end to breathe again. If I miss you, I miss the part that never knew how to let go hard. So I stand here with my open hands. Not all goodbye is where love ends. Soft as rain, soft as rain. What we were won't stay the same. Some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. Some chapters end, some chapters end so the heart can learn how to breathe again. I let it go, I let it mend. Some chapters end to breathe again. I kept the door unlocked for longer than I should. Held every broken thing like it proved I was no good. Your name on my tongue still tasted like goodbye. I wore it like a stone, pressing under my eye. But the rain kept coming and I let it in. Some nights you don't heal, you just begin. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. So I breathe and I bend and I let light in again. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly. I found my coat by the chair, the one with the torn seam, and I laughed a little. How much it still means. I washed the cups by hand, watched the old steam rise, felt something loose and slow behind my tired eye. I don't need to be what hurt me before. I can leave the ache and still be more. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. So I breathe and I bend and I let light in again. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly. If I tremble, let me. If I fall apart, I have spent too long living sharp-edged hard. Now I lay it down where the ground is kind. You don't have to bleed to be alive. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. So I breathe and I bend and I let light in again. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly, softly, softly. I let it be. Softly, softly, it lets me leave. I found your note in the drawer next to the spare room key. The edges all went soft from a year of holding me. You charged the cup still stained by the sink where you laughed. I keep walking past that door like I might get you back. I replay the last few steps, every turn, every sign. How we kissed and then let go in the same small night. Now the air feels heavier when I say your name, like the whole house knows we were both to blame. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece, and I keep on pretending that the frame won't crack, that the pain won't fade. We wrote a masterpiece, then let it go to waste. Your sweater on the chair still keeps your shape somehow. I reach for it by habit, then I pull my hand back down. I learned your silence well, the way it filled the hall. Even the clock in the kitchen seemed to know it all. I replay the last few steps, every turn, every sign. How we kissed and then let go in the same small night. Now the air feels heavier when I say your name. like the whole house knows we were both to blame. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece, and I keep on pretending that the frame won't crack, that the pain won't fade. We wrote a masterpiece, then let it go to waste. No. If I had one clean word, place it in your hand. Not for the way we broke, just for how we began. The porch lights dimming out, the rain taps slow and thin. I still hear your laugh at the start of everything. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece, and I keep on pretending that the frame won't crack, that the pain won't fade. We wrote a masterpiece, then let it go to waste. We wrote a masterpiece with such a tragic ending. We wrote a masterpiece. I still mean every line. I kept the photo inside my wallet, folded so small it barely fit. Your name got quiet but never vanished. It sat in my throat like a splintered wish. I asked the ceiling, I asked the sink, I asked the space where you used to think. No answer came back, just wood and air, just my own voice breaking there. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. Not every broken story gets to hold on and still come through. If it hurt us, it still was ours. If it faded, it still had stars. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. I still walk past that empty corner where you would laugh with your hands in flour. The cup is chipped, the chair still leans. Small little ruins in ordinary scenes. I used to think time would explain it, but time just changed the shape of the pain. I asked the rain, I asked the train, I asked the dark to spell your name. It only answered with its own cold breath. story gets to hold on and still come through. If it hurt us, it still was ours. If it faded, it still had stars. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. Maybe the wound is not the ending. Maybe the scar is just a keeping. Maybe I loved you wrong and well. Maybe that is enough to tell. I don't need mercy from a neat goodbye. I only need the shape to survive. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. Not every broken story I can let it stay and still stay too. If it hurt us, it still was ours. If it faded, it still had stars. Not every broken story needs a mended ending to be true. I don't know why you left so quietly. I only know you were once mine, and that can be enough sometimes.
You left your coat by the door, still smells like rain and goodbye. I stood there counting the cracks in the wood and in my mind. The kettle clicked in the dark, I watched the window turn gold. Something in me stayed awake even when the house felt cold. I know the ache, I know the weight, but I can feel a shift in the shape. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer start to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Softer song, softer heart. I found your note in a book, folded small between the lines. It said, don't let the heavy days steal the rest of your light. So I opened up all the blinds, let the morning flood the floor. Saw my shadow learn to stand like it hadn't before. I know the bruise, I know the bend, but even bend can bloom again. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer song to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Softer song, softer heart. I walked down to the corner store with my hands around my sleeves, bought a pear in a paper cup and a promise I could keep. Not a grand and perfect plan, just one step and then another. One small yes in the air, one more reason to recover. I know the night can feel so long, but dawn keeps coming, quiet and strong. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer song to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Softer song, softer heart. If I tremble, let me tremble. If I break, let me mend. I have lived through the ending, now I'm learning to begin. And the river keeps on moving, even under winter stone. So I will keep on breathing till my own spring comes home. Tomorrow is a blank page, waiting for a softer song to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Tomorrow is a blank page, and I am not afraid to start. Tomorrow is a blank page, I can write it with a gentler heart. Softer song, softly now. Softer heart.
I kept the door on lock for longer than I should. Held every broken thing like it proved I was no good. Your name on my tongue still tasted like goodbye. I wore it like a stone pressing under my eye. But the rain kept coming and I let it in. Some nights you don't heal, you just begin. Healing is learning to carry the scar softly on your skin. Healing is learning to carry the scar softly on your skin. So I breathe and I bend and I let light in. on your skin, softly on your skin. I found my coat by the chair, the one with the torn seam, and I laughed a little at how much it still means. I washed the cups by hand, watched the old steam rise, felt something loose and slow behind my tired eyes. I don't need to be what hurt me before. I can leave the ache and still be more. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. So I breathe and I bend and I let light in again. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin, softly on your skin. If I tremble, let me. If I fall apart, I have spent too long living sharp-edged hard. Now I lay it down where the ground is kind. You don't have to bleed to be alive. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin. So I breathe and I bend and I let light in again. Healing is learning to carry the scars softly on your skin, softly, softly. I let it be, softly, softly. It lets me leave.
Your coat still hangs on the chair like a shape I almost know. The room keeps your outline, then lets it go. I fold up the day in my hands. It still smells like rain. I try to name the distance, but it only named me. Every quiet corner turns you into memory. Sometimes love survives best as a quiet ghost in the dark. Take me home. Sometimes love survives best as a quiet ghost in the dark. You don't leave, you just drift, and I let you spark. The window holds my reflection, two eyes and a little ache. your face in fragments, I learned how breaks can ache. Now every clear horizon looks softer when it's gone. If I reach through shadows. If I call you fair,